I was barely a reseller last week. I didn't list a single thing. I didn't well, okay, no, that's a lie. I did list a few toys while my family was cleaning out our playroom so that I could get out of doing the actual cleaning. Like I was just like, oh, we're gonna donate this stuff. Well, let me just see if I can list some of them and make some money. So I did list a few things, but not the things that I should have been listing because I have so much inventory. And it shows my sales. My sales were not amazing this week, but I'm way too thankful to be upset about that. So if you want to see what sold from me despite not listing a single thing except for random toys, of which you will see some of those sales in this video, then stay tuned.
Won't nobody love you the way they should. Won't nobody check up on you, make sure you're good. Won't nobody check those body trimmings for your neck.
Hi everyone, my name is Becky Park and I'm a part-time reseller on Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, Kidizen. I just added Facebook Marketplace today, so I'm very excited to see how that goes for me. If you have any Facebook Marketplace tips, please leave them in the comments below because I have no idea what I'm doing. We'll just see what happens. I have my own Shopify store that I'll link down below. So we've got a lot going on over here as far as the reselling is concerned. So if you enjoy reselling, if you enjoy watching someone just try to tackle basically all of the platforms under the sun, and if you enjoy learning about reselling, especially from the perspective of someone who's just doing it part-time, then definitely make sure that you subscribe if you haven't already. If you're brand new here, thank you so much for checking out my channel. I so appreciate you. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back for another video. I know a lot of people have expressed some concern over the shoe wall, like right here. This is no good, and I'm going to show you really quickly. We did see some casualties, so yeah, I'm probably going to have to restructure this because apparently it is not sound. It is going to fall on me one day as I am filming. It'll make for a good video, I guess, right? But every week I do a what sold video, and in these videos I like to share with you everything that sold for me, whether it's a lot of sales or few sales like this past week. But I like to share with you where I got the item, how much I paid for the item, how much I earned from the item, how long I held on to it, all that good stuff. So I'm going to share some information with you about the few sales that I had last week, and hopefully from hearing about these sales you can learn about what's selling for other people. Just because it sells for me doesn't necessarily mean that it'll sell for you and vice versa, but at least you have, just some idea of what kinds of things people are selling. So let's go ahead and get started. We will start with Monday, which was February 22nd, and I did not have any Poshmark sales, but I did have a couple eBay sales, and these were actually from the week prior, but they took a very long time to pay. So I just went ahead and tacked these sales onto this past week for the what sold video. I just wanted to make sure that they paid before I talked about the items. So the first one was a lot of 3 long sleeve one-piece outfits for babies in a size 3 to 6 months. All 3 pieces sold for my full asking price of $11.99, with them paying $4 for shipping, and that was promoted at 1%. I did have to pay like an additional 53 cents to ship them out, and so I made $9.70. The issue is that, of course, I could not find one of the 3 pieces. I don't understand where it is. I, had them all grouped together in like this box of stuff, but I do think, my husband, he was cleaning out the room that all of that kind of stuff was in, and I think maybe some things got, mixed up. I don't know. So instead, what I did was I found 2 other onesie type pieces and I sent them to her instead. I don't know. And thankfully you guys are so sweet, and you guys tell me all the time in the comments too that you guys lose stuff, and every reseller goes through this every once in a while. I do feel like it's been happening a little more frequently than it should recently, so I think I need to at some point go through my inventory again and just do inventory. Just make sure that everything I say I have, I actually have. It's kind of a pain, but it's very necessary so that things like this don't keep happening. So I ended up sending 4 one-piece outfits, and again, only making a profit of $9.70. However, these were all things that my kids wore, so it's not like I'm losing any money. At the end of the day, I'm actually making money no matter what, because this is solid profit, but still, you want to give the customer what they paid for. You want to, not waste a lot of time looking for something. You live and you learn, though. So the next thing that sold on eBay, it was this pair of Adidas X 18.2, FG soccer cleats 7.5. I don't know. There's a lot of lingo here that I don't understand. At the end of the day, they were just pretty cool looking soccer cleats. They were kind of dirty and stuff, but they still sold for $25 with free shipping. They did fit in a padded flat rate envelope, so I was able to ship them out for $7.76. And so I made a profit of $14.74 on those. I did get them at a local consignment store who allowed me to shop by myself in their storage unit, and I was able to get shoes for like $1.80 each. So I have $1.80 into those, which is great. I have sat on them for quite some time. I have seen soccer cleats moving a lot recently, so I don't know anything about the soccer season and when everything starts, but I'm just gonna tell you from my experience of having sold like 3 or 4 pairs of soccer cleats in the past few weeks, go ahead and get your soccer cleats listed if you have any sitting around at home. The next thing that sold was over on Mercari. This is a huge sale. Get ready, like write down the name of this brand. It was this new with tags, Rawlings pair of blue baseball socks that sold for $8 with free shipping, mind you. Shipping was $3.06. I made a whopping $3.61 on those socks. Okay, so maybe not a bolo, but I got these for free, so it's all profit. I'm fine with that. That was my one Mercari sale of the week. It is what it is. I told you this was not an impressive week for me. Okay, moving on to Tuesday, which was January 23rd. I sold a couple things on Poshmark, which was great. The first one was this new with tags Bob Mackie geometric print cardigan in a size extra large. This sold for $20. I got $16 from Poshmark, and my cost of goods was, I think, like $4. I got this so long ago, I don't even remember where exactly it came from or how much I paid for it. I'm going to assume it was around $4. So most likely my, profit on this was like around $12. I used to pick up Bob Mackie because I heard people say that it was a great brand, but I think when they were talking about Bob Mackie, they were talking about Bob Mackie in like the 70s. Like he would make some really cool art to wear stuff. The stuff that's coming out now is a very sterile, diluted version of the kind of cool stuff that he used to make. I think he used to create pieces for like Cher and stuff like that. This is not something that Cher would be caught dead in. So just because, the brand is something that you've heard people talk about, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's worth picking up. You got to do your research. And I did not when I bought this. And I was like, oh my God, it's new with tags. Like it's going to sell for $50. I've had this thing for so long. I was ready to give it away for free. So the next thing to sell was this Lego Star Wars Darth Vader digital alarm clock. You might think this is one of the toys I recently listed, but actually we got this for free from someone at church, along with a bunch of clothes. I've had it listed forever on all platforms, but it finally sold for $18, and so I made $14.40 of pure profit because I got that for free. And then over on eBay, I did actually have a couple good sales. The first one was this Reese Nadia Relax Belted Mac Jacket Trench Coat in a size small. This sold for $85 with free shipping. It did go in a padded flat rate envelope, which cost $7.76. So I made $68.74. I did purchase that for $13 from ThredUp. It was a little more than $13, but that was using like credit, that was using coupons, it was using a lot of different things. And so I ended up getting it for around $13, which was great. I've never found Reese in the wild. I knew it was a pretty great brand. And so when I had some credit to play with and, the credit was going to run out, I just went to ThredUp to see what I could find. And this was one of the pieces. So I'm happy that it finally sold. The other piece that I got with this was like an IRO dress. That one hasn't sold yet. So, I took some risks. The other one is not paying off yet, but this one finally did. And then next up, I sold this new with tags Old Navy Ultimate Slim built-in flex khaki chino shorts in a size 30 for men. These came in a men's rescue box, like a men's rescue ThredUp box. So I have $2.65 into these. They sold for my full asking price of $19.99 with free shipping, and that was promoted at 1%. Shipping was $4.53. These were really lightweight. So I made a profit of $13.26. I will link that ThredUp rescue box unboxing right here. You guys know I love the men's boxes. I have gotten some that weren't like amazing, but for the most part, I would say that they're the best boxes from ThredUp, in my humble opinion. The next thing to sell was this Dooney & Burke red embossed leather shoulder bag. This sold for $38 with free shipping, and to ship it out, it cost $8.59. So I made $25.61. I did pick that up at the local consignment store, and when I was sourcing there, the clothes and accessories, and some of the shoes too, depending on the day, but I've just been saying that all shoes I paid $1.80 for, but all of the clothes and accessories, they average out to about 80 cents per piece. So I had about 80 cents into this, and I made $25.61, which is great. This isn't like the style of Dooney & Burke that is super popular, but when you have 80 cents into something, like, I just, I went ahead and picked it up, and it had some flaws. Like, it had some scuffs, it had some nicks in like the leather trim. It still sold though, so I was really excited about that. And then the last thing to sell on Tuesday, this sale just made my day. So a viewer named Yvette, thank you so much for making this purchase. It really did make me so happy. She got this American Apparel shirt. It's like a t-shirt, but it has a picture of Jesus holding a tennis racket, and he is saying, I didn't come to be served, but to serve. And there's like the accompanying Bible verse to it. Yvette saw this in like my Poshmark closet and eBay store and whatnot. And she was like, can I just buy it directly from you, through PayPal or Venmo or something? And that way we can both save some money. And I was like, absolutely. So I sold it to her for $15 shipped, and it cost me $3.49 to ship out. So I made $11.54 on that. I actually got that for free from a friend of mine at church who gave me a bunch of his stuff to sell one day. It was pretty recent, and a lot of his stuff I took to Plato's Closet first. I took this to Plato's and they didn't take it. I'm not surprised, but I just thought this shirt was so funny. Our church does a lot of different events throughout the year, and I remember this was one of the t-shirt designs for an event. I thought it was such a funny shirt. Like, I love the sentiment, the idea of Jesus saying, I didn't come to be served, but to serve. But the idea of like him holding a tennis racket, like, it's too much. It's too funny. So Yvette was getting that actually for her boyfriend for his birthday, I believe. Yvette, I hope he loves it. It is truly one of a kind. So thank you so much. Moving on to Wednesday, which was February 24th. I sold this pair of Guess Galloway gold knotted slide-on wedges in a size 7. These were in pretty rough condition. They had a lot of like stains and stuff all over them. I got them for free from someone, so everything was pure profit, but I got a $15 offer on them. I was so excited. I was like, yep, please take them. So I made $12. The next thing to sell was a Lucky Brand peacock graphic burnout long sleeve t-shirt in a size small. I picked this up at the consignment store for under $1. Someone sent me a $10 offer on it. I was more than excited to let it go at that price because it has been listed now for over half a year or something at this point. So I made $7.05 off of that. And then I sold on eBay this pair of New With Tags Express wide leg super high rise belted, what does it say? Belted jeans, I picked this up at a local Plato's Closet when they were doing their 50% off sale. So I do have $8 into these, and I'll link that video right here. I am trying to get more comfortable with paying up for things. And by paying up, I mean like not paying under $1. It's still pretty scary, and I still think it was worth it. Like, these sold for $35 with free shipping, and it was promoted at 1%. They were pretty heavy, obviously, because they're like these huge trouser jeans, but they did fit in a padded flat rate envelope. So after all was said and done, I made $23.39, plus you have to subtract the $8. So it wasn't like the biggest profit, but I think that it was a good pickup, and I would probably do it again. I don't typically pick up a lot of Express, but I just thought these were too fun. I could not leave them behind. And then moving on to Thursday, which was February 25th, I had a few Poshmark sales. The first one was this pair of Nordstrom leather ballet flats. They had like a floral rosette at the toe. They were in a size 2M, so they were in a youth size. I picked these up at the local consignment store. I paid about $1.80 for them. They sold for $10. That's the offer that I got. And honestly, again, I've had these for a very long time. And the brand name was literally Nordstrom. It's not necessarily a brand that people people are often searching for, so I get it. And so I made $7.05 off of that, but like I said, you do have to subtract the $1.80. That is French fry money. If you know, you know. And then next up, this was another piece that came to me in a men's thread up rescue box. It was this pair of new with tags Old Navy camo ripstop joggers in a size large. If you've ever seen those pants, and they probably make it for women too, but typically it's on men's pants, but it's like the outside is kind of nylon-y, and then they have those little like reinforced, I don't know, it's like reinforced stitching kind of throughout. Kind of like, you know how some companies will use that tape, like Amazon uses that tape that has like the reinforcing throughout the tape so that, I'm not explaining this very well, but it's like when you feel something that's ripstop and you realize like that's what it is, you'll know what it is for the rest of your life.
No, I know what you're saying.
Why do you keep going?
To put us all out of our misery, I went ahead and just found the definition. It is a nylon fabric that is woven so that a tear will not spread.
But it's a good keyword. A lot of people, like those kinds of pants. They look out for those kinds of pants. So if you can figure out what ripstop is from my horrible definition, then be on the lookout for that. But yeah, I mean, these were Old Navy, so I had them listed probably around like $25. I finally got an offer on Poshmark for $17, and I just went ahead and took it. So I made $13.10. I did have $3 into those because that was the average cost per piece in that thread up rescue box. So I made about $10 on those, but a lot of other things from that box have already sold that have more than made me my money back. So I'm not mad about it. The next bundle was just really bittersweet and just really fun to get. So someone liked these two items and I put them in a bundle and sent them an offer and they accepted. So the first one was this Minion knit trapper hat. I got this when I went to New York, I think when my daughter was young. I think it was when my daughter was like 2 or something. I went to New York for something. I think I went with school actually. I took students there. I've taken 2 different choirs there at this point. So I think I was there with school and someone was selling these like on the street, like street vendors in New York. And it was just too cute. So I purchased it. I probably paid way too much for like $15 or something, but I got it for my daughter. And then my son got some use out of it too. And then the second item to sell was this Play School. That's the brand. Bed of Worms, I think it's what it's called. Pop-up toys. So it's like a mini version of the game that you can play at like Chuck E. Cheese or something, like Whack-A-Mole. And it came with the hammer and you just hit the little worms on the head. That was one of the things that I listed while everyone else was cleaning the playroom, and I was just listing the things that they were putting off to the side. So I sold those 2 items for $20 with discounted shipping, and I made a profit, pure profit, because, like I said, these were already things that we had at home, of $13.54. Super happy about that. And then on Friday, which was February 26th, I sold a pair of Sperry quilted corduroy slip-on boat shoes in a size 7. I've never really seen Sperry's like these, so I took a chance on them. Not really worth the chance, but that's okay. I got an offer on these finally for $15. I think I had them listed for like 30 or 35 or something, which probably, that's my fault for listing those that high. But I got the offer for $15. I made $12. I got them at the consignment store, so I have about $1.80 into those. I made money. I mean, that's what matters. So the next thing to sell on the 27th, which was a Saturday, was a lot of 8 Barbie dolls in a variety of conditions from a variety of brands. So the majority of them were Mattel, which is, the brand that makes Barbie. One of them at least was Disney. I think there was like a Belle in there. Some of them had clothes, some of them didn't. Like all of their hair was super tangled. A lot of them had like marks or like little things all over them. But Barbies are Barbies and people like Barbies and they're very expensive retail. So I lotted them up, priced them at $25. Within a few days, someone bought them outright for my full asking price. And I made $20 off of stuff that was just taking up space in my house. And I got out of actively cleaning, which was... And then on Sunday, which was February 28th, I had some decent sales, despite the fact that I had not listed for a very long time. The first thing to sell was this Loft ruffle sleeve chambray cutout jumpsuit in a size 24. I got these at Plato's when I went back for their 70% off sale. And so I had $3.27 into this. It sold for $32 using my closet clear out method. and I made $25.60. I don't pick up a lot of loft anymore. I get a lot of loft for free. I have some loft in my own closet. So it's like, even without actively picking it up, I still managed to get a lot of it in my inventory. That being said, I did pick this up because one, it was really cute. You know, like I said, it was a jumpsuit. It had like this little cutout on the back. It had like an elastic waist and ruffled sleeves. Like, it was just darling. But on top of that, it was loft plus. So it's like their plus size line, and it was a size 24. It's hard to find cute plus size things. So whenever I do, I snatch it up because plus size stuff sells really well for me. And furthermore, I know a lot of people within the plus size community complain that there just isn't a lot of cute stuff out there for them. So whenever I find stuff, I try to snatch it up, and I was really happy with the sale. The next thing to sell was this House of Blues graphic crew neck t-shirt in a size medium. I just thought this was cool. Like, I remember I picked it up at a Goodwill probably over a year ago at this point. I just thought it was cool. I love like the history of the House of Blues. So I just got it. I paid about $4 for it, and it sold to a viewer named Brooksy for $18 using my closet clear out method. And so I made $14.40 on that. Plus you have to subtract the $4 of my cost of goods. So Brooksy, I hope you love it as much as I did. I just thought it was a really cool shirt, and I'm glad that it's finally found a new home. The next thing to sell was this pair of Champion Northwestern athletic shorts in a size medium. This sold for $10 using my closet clear out method, so I made $7.05. That was my second time selling this pair of shorts. The first time I sold it on eBay, and this was forever ago, like sometime last year. And I don't remember what happened. I don't remember if they didn't end up paying or if they ended up like, you know, returning them. I don't remember exactly. I just know this is the second time that they've sold, and I got those for free. So, you know, $7.05 of pure profit. The next thing to sell was this new with tags Zara basic black and white long sleeve dress in a size large. This I sold to a viewer named Jessica, who came and visited my Poshmark closet, and I sold it to her for $20 using my closet clear out method. So I made $16. I picked that up at my local Plato's Closet, but I got it sometime, I want to say last year, like before COVID, I'm pretty sure. And I believe I paid under $2 for it because I got it at like a 90% off clearance sale or something like that. You know, if it's Zara and new with tags, for the most part, I'll pick it up. I got so much attention on this dress. Like, it had so many likes, just no one ever really bit the bullet. So Jessica, I'm glad that that's going to you, and I hope you love it. And then over on eBay, I sold this pair of Gap signature skinny ankle khaki pants in a size 4 petite. I sent out offers to watchers on these for $21.90, and they accepted. That was with free shipping. It cost $5.27 to ship out, so I made $14.44. And again, that's something that I got for free. I've been saying this, I feel like in the past, I don't know, 4 to 5 what sold videos, but career wear or like things that people have to wear to work, they are selling because people are going back to work, and a lot of people are finding that they need new work clothes because either their old work clothes don't fit anymore, because if they're anything like me, they've gone up a few sizes, or maybe they like just got rid of a ton of, you know, work clothes during COVID. Whatever it might be, people are suddenly realizing that they need clothes to go to work in, and so a lot of my career wear stuff has been selling. Praise the good Lord. So like I said, those were a great sale because they were given to me for free, and I made $14.44. And then finally, I was very surprised by this sale, but I had a Kidizen sale, and it was a bundle of 2 pairs of jeans for women. So the first pair of jeans to sell was by the brand STS Blue, which I believe is sold at like Nordstrom and Nordstrom Rack, maybe also through like the Stitch Fix boxes. But it was this pair of Emma jeans. They had a raw hem, they were distressed. But these came to me actually in a ThredUp DIY denim rescue box. Those rescue boxes, I mean, I can't. But they were in a size 27, and I only had $1.27 into these, which was great. And then the next thing to sell was this new without tags Hudson Jeans Bailey crop bootcut jeans in a pretty light wash in a size 27 short. Those I got at the consignment stores, so I have about 80 cents into them. The bundle sold for $53.47 on Kidizen. I believe I had a sale running, like a 15% off sale. So that was the price with the sale. And then I paid for shipping. To get a padded flat rate envelope through Kidizen is $8.15. I could have gone through Pirate Ship. I would have saved like, I don't know, like 20 cents or something. So I just went ahead and did it through Kidizen because they make it super easy. They just mail you the label, you just print it out, bada bing, bada boom. And so I made $39.38 off of that sale, and I was really happy to do so because I have a lot of jeans and it's about high time I get some of those moving. Those were my sales for the week. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you the breakdown of how much I earned per platform. And then I'm also going to tell you how much I made in the month of February now that we are at the end of a month. So on Poshmark, I sold 14 items for a gross sale. So this is before, any fees, any shipping discounts, that sort of thing. A gross sales of $230. But once I accounted for all of the fees and discounted shipping, I actually made $178.69. Furthermore, my cost of goods for those 14 items was $23.13. So when you subtract that from my net sales amount on Poshmark, after you take out shipping and fees, I made $155.56 in net sales from Poshmark. And then over on eBay, I only sold 7 items, but I actually made more from those 7 items than I did on Poshmark. It's because of that Reese jacket. And the only reason I had any sales on eBay is because of List Perfectly. If you guys know anything about me, you know that I sell on a ton of platforms, and I'm only able to do that because of the fact that I use List Perfectly, which is a cross-listing Chrome extension. If you want to try out some new platforms, or if you have been cross-listing manually from Poshmark to other platforms, holy cow, you need List Perfectly in your life. I do have a coupon code down in the description below where you can save 30% off of your first month. But those 7 items sold for a gross sales of $236.88. After shipping, which, a lot of the items I did sell with free shipping, but after shipping and fees, I made $169.88. My cost of goods on those 7 items was $26.25. And my net sales, which is what goes into my bank account, was $169.62. And then over on Mercari, I had my one measly sale of socks. It was those pair of baseball socks that sold for $8. And so I had a net sales. And so I had a gross sales amount of $8 over on Mercari. And after shipping and fees, I made $3.61. That was my net sales. And because there was no cost of goods, $3.65. That's my net sales. That's what went in my bank account as a result of those socks. So thank you, Rawlings. And then on Kidizen, I sold 2 items. My gross sales was $53.47. After shipping and fees, I made $39.38. My cost of goods on those 2 pairs of jeans was $2.07. Can you believe that? That's ridiculous. And so I made a grand total off of that Kidizen transaction of $37.31. That's what's going into my bank account. And honestly, most of the money that I make from Kidizen, I just use to shop for kids' clothes for my own kids because they just grow so friggin' fast. And so I find a lot of good stuff for them on Kidizen. The next thing to sell was a direct sale. It was something that a viewer reached out to me about because they saw it in my Poshmark closet. And so I made a gross sales of $15 on that. After shipping and fees, I made $11.54. And since there was no cost of goods, I made $11.54 on that. So for the week, I sold a total of 25 items, which came out to a gross sales of $543.35. After shipping and fees, that number drops to $403.10. My cost of goods was $51.45 on those 25 items, which is great because that's a little more than $2 a piece, which is that's not bad for a low cost of goods. And so my net sales, the amount that went into my bank account, was $377.64. That's not a great week for me. I'm trying to shoot for, I think it's $650 or something like that a week. But I was really thankful to have earned even that much after literally barely listing anything to the majority of my platforms. The only platform that saw a little bit of love was Poshmark, but every other platform, I was quite negligent. It was really bad, but I'm back to listing. I'm so excited. I've been, like I said, cross-listing over to Facebook Marketplace as well, using List Perfectly, as well as to, all of my other normal platforms. So hopefully next week I'll be able to report much higher numbers for you. But the reason I was so busy last week and not listing anything is because I was finishing up everything for my course that just launched. And you guys, I am so excited about this first group of people in my first mentorship group. In case you didn't know, I created a course for other resellers like myself who have YouTube channels. And my goal with the course is to help other resellers grow their YouTube channels and make some really good money. I don't have a huge channel, but I shared in this video right here that in the year 2020, with my pretty modest channel, I was able to make $20,000 in 1 year, which to me it's a lot of money, like it really has changed what my family is able to do for the better. And I don't think that it was an accident. Like, I think that I orchestrated a lot of that. And so that's what my course is about. If you're interested in it, I will also link my video where I talk about the course here. So you could take the course by itself, or you could take the course with a group of other people, other resellers, and we have like weekly discussions. That is closed for the month of March. But in the last week of March, I will open that back up for anyone who wants to do that with me in April. So in April, I'll have a new group of people and we'll do a discussion group together once a week for 4 weeks. So I'm very much looking forward to the first discussion group with the first mentorship group. I did beta the course with a group of amazing resellers. So they were the ones who just gave me some really great advice and information on what to put into the actual course itself. So that's why I've been so busy, because putting together a course is no joke. It is so much work. And so that's what I've been doing and why I was very neglectful of my reselling business. But to give you an idea of how the month of February went for me, in the month of February, I made $2,112.70, which is not bad. My goal is $2,500 for the month, so I did not meet my goal. And in fact, for the year 2021, I'm doing pretty terribly when it comes to meeting my goal. So my goal, as far as like how much I should have earned by the end of February, I should have earned $5,000. And what I ended up earning was $4,401.52. But still, I'm very thankful. I'm very happy because, the course launch went well. Things are great at home. I mean, like there isn't much to complain about. So I'm very thankful. And I'm very thankful for even the sales that I had this past week, even though I didn't hit my weekly or monthly goals. It's okay. I always like to give you an update on how I'm doing with the stuff that I purchased at that consignment store where, I told you I was allowed to source by the bag. I have now sold 523 items that I sourced at that consignment store, and I have made $8,574.78 doing so. Pretty exciting. And a lot of that stuff is obviously still listed. A lot of it is still at ThreadUp. Some of it I haven't listed yet, just like stuff that I have to steam or stuff that needs to be fixed or cleaned or I don't know, just, regular death pile type stuff. So again, I am going to go hard this week when it comes to listing. Hopefully my numbers are much better next week. I guess we'll see. You and I can find out together. And you can find out by making sure that you are subscribed to my channel if you haven't done so already, because that way when that next What Sold video comes out, you can see for yourself if my numbers went up or not. If you like this video, if you enjoyed seeing what sold for me in the past week, definitely hit that like button on the way out. It does help out this video and it helps out my channel, and I would just greatly appreciate it. So if you don't mind, hit that like button. You guys, that is it for today's What Sold video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.